sleep. Yesterday at work.
Yeah. What's Mana been thinking about all of this shit?
She loved it, man. She loved this shit. She's seen every fucking movie. Like, yo, by the way, Jay, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Yesterday, I put it in a quiz.
What was that?
Not yesterday. Sorry. This was on Thursday. I put it in the quiz. I was like, just out of nowhere, I'm like, man, do you know who the Fantastic Four is? She was like, I heard of him. I said, who's Reed Richards? She said, the stretchy guy. I said, and who's the Invisible Woman? She said, that's the bitch Jessica Alba played.
Yeah.
And I was
I could have said that, but I don't know.
I said, name another one. And she was like, oh, the rock guy, the Thing. And I'm like, and who was the fourth guy? And she was like, oh, Captain America. But he was the torch guy, Human Torch.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that shit.
I said Jay didn't know almost none of that shit.
Nah, I didn't know none of that. Barely any of that shit. I knew the guy with the fire and shit or whatever. That's about it.
So take pride in knowing that you made Mana feel a little bit better that day about her comic book knowledge. Man.
Hey, listen, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad, yo. All right, so I think we got all of our topics. I do want to share something with y'all, yo. We might as well go into a little bit of business before we get started. But let's see. Matter of fact, I'll save it for after the podcast. All right, so we ready. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Welcome to the 3 in the Chamber podcast. I'm your host, Prince. I got my man Bad Lizzy to the left of me where he's finally supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I made it on time today. You know what I'm saying?
On time. He was early. My man was early today, yo. For real. Tom had some technical difficulties or whatever, but he was practically on time today. But you know what I mean? My man T Nice is at the bottom there. And we're gonna take you through the next hour and some change, and maybe not even, who knows? We'll see how things flow of some sports related topics and of course the shit that matters to us. So we're gonna pretty much move along. I do have an announcement to make actually. Finally, our next brand of the Renaissance Podcast Network is going to be coming to you soon this spring. We've already gotten all the information, all of the things up. So me and the wife will be starting our podcast in the spring or whatever, man. That's going to be added to the network and obviously available online. I think the website is finally almost ready to be moved on or whatever. So you'll be able to get content on our website as well through the Renaissance Podcast. Is that .com, I think, right? So, so you know, look out for that. That'll be coming soon. So we're getting everything ready, man, and rolling for y'all, man. Try to add to the brand, man. Try to build our brand up, man, for the Renaissance. You know what I mean? For the culture, baby, for the culture. So we try to get everything straight. But the wife and I, man, we going to be bringing some different topics, bringing some diversity to the crowd, man, you know, just sharing and, you know, sharing some experiences, sharing some things or whatever with everybody or whatever, give you a window into the world of what we do all day long and shit like that or whatever. So
that's what's up, man. Can't wait.
Name of the podcast is going to be the I Do, But Listen.
Wait, what? I like that. That's just funny.
Yeah. I do, but listen. Is the name of the podcast or whatever. Like I said, with myself, Jason, of course, my wife, her name is Katora, and you know, we'll be sharing that stuff or whatever. That content will be coming out, like I said, this spring. So look for it. I'll show you guys the mock-up stuff after the podcast or whatever. We already got the header and everything. Everything's done. So I'll show that to y'all off camera on our chat, obviously. So we'll get to that. So
yeah, the website will be here in the next couple days.
No doubt.
Nice.
I'm gonna hit up the guys.
Can't wait.
So we can do it. I didn't want to do it and didn't have that much content on it to start off with.
No, that makes sense. So, and yo, Dave, well, we'll talk off the thing, but yeah, because you know, I know you got your stuff coming out too.
Yep. I was just ready to say I made some major strides this week, but
nice.
I think around maybe late March is definite first thing. So
that's what's up. So listen, we're gonna go through the list of things. Obviously, on the docket for today, we're gonna start with I believe the NBA power rankings discussion. There's been some wild stuff going on in the league over the last few days. Obviously, with who would be considered the favorite, which is the Los Angeles Lakers or whatever. They've been on a little bit of a losing streak. And, we'll kind of talk about, where they stand and obviously some things that have been going on with, either our squads and obviously just the NBA as a total. Then we'll talk about, we're going to be talking about steak, burnt to a crisp or bloody as hell. What's the proper way to cook and eat, I guess, a steak? So we'll go into that and our opinions on, that factor. And I'm sure there's people that would want to chime in or whatever but they're going to have to listen to us and draw their own conclusion and then, add to that later on down the line. And then we're going to end with the hood's approach to tax season. Everybody know, when it's tax season, boy, the hood come out, boy, we try to act like we balling, man. Like, yo, we balling. But, hey, how the hood looks at tax season as opposed to probably other people. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And so let's start with the NBA power rankings or whatever. Go ahead, Dave. You take this one away. Go for it.
Well, you was mentioning LeBron. Now, while we were working off the graphic we were looking at earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Because current power rankings got the Jazz number 1,
which they should be.
Yo, they are balling, yo.
Yeah.
They are
26-7.
Yes, they balling, yo.
Yeah,
they lost last night. They lost last night though to the Heat.
Oh yeah. And they had the Clippers lost too. That one looked bad. But yeah, I don't know if LA is the team to beat in the West anymore, yo. I mean, they're still
now they're not healthy.
You still have to go through them. You still have to go through them, but I don't know. Yeah, especially if they're not healthy. Yeah,
they're not healthy. No.
Yeah.
If they're not healthy, they're not going to make it out of. They may not even make it to the Western Conference Finals if they're not healthy. I'll be honest with you, because I don't think LeBron at this stage in his career, and no knock on him, the guy's got mileage, yo. But I don't think he can carry this particular team to another NBA Western Conference Finals, let alone the Finals for that matter.
Not without Davis, no.
Not without AD, nah, not a chance. So I know the Nets right now are the number 2 team. So they've even taken over that spot. So right now, the way the power rankings, kind of look is the Lakers are 3rd now. Last week they were 2nd. And of course, again, like I said,
and 2nd now is the Nets.
Yeah, the Nets are number 2 now.
Okay.
So that last week they were 6th, so they jumped. They took a significant.
They're on a little winning streak though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're 5-0. They've won games over the Warriors, the Suns, the Lakers, and the Clippers. So that's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, again,
9 straight.
Yeah, because that Lakers game, people try to take significance away from it, but I believe that Kevin Durant didn't play in that game either. He didn't play in that game. So the Lakers didn't have AD, but the Nets didn't have KD. But yeah, they're the number 2 team right now. Coming in at number 3 is the Lakers, obviously down 1 spot from number 2. Of course, like I said, Anthony Davis has been out, and he will remain out until at least after the All-Star break, most likely. And so as a result of that, they've been getting stomped out, to be honest with you. So what was their last game? Their last game, they got smacked.
Who?
The Lakers. Who they lose
to? Us? Not Phoenix. Not Phoenix, like us. Like
Utah.
Utah.
Oh, it was Utah. Yeah, they got stomped. That was like 108 to 125 or some shit. Like they got murdered, yeah.
You know how I love when LeBron takes over a game, all the Lakers people come out and be like, "Oh yeah, LeBron don't need no help." Whenever they lose, it's always like, he needed help. Yes, he needed no help.
Next thing you know, they all like,
he don't help.
what kind of trades? What kind of trades is they gonna make at the All-Star break to help this team? Like, come on, man. And you're right.
Is that the definition of a paper tiger, yo? I mean, it's like saying you need a championship. You need to have Robert Ory on your team to win a title. Because he just happened to land on all the teams that were winning titles at that time.
That's a great discussion. That's a great discussion. I'll be honest with you. That's a great discussion because LeBron, winning titles has always had a very huge and significant player alongside of him in having that done. Now Jordan did too, because Pippen wasn't no punk. You know, Pippen was a very good player who, by the way, took the Bulls to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, the year when Jordan wasn't there. So, you know, again, you know, he's very capable, but you know, again, I don't know. It's two different eras, and I think the era that Jordan played in was a lot tougher than this era is. But number 4, the Phoenix Suns. The Suns have moved into they were 4th last week too, but they are the number 4 team in the Western Conference. Dave, yo, how do you feel about that, bro?
I think we're overhyped. I actually got us at 6th.
Okay.
Like I got us at like 6 right now. I got Brooklyn being better than us. I got Clippers being better than us. Lakers, obviously, as soon as they get rolling. Milwaukee and Utah. Other than that, and Denver. Denver is scary when they get hot, but other than that, there's really no team that's really like balling better than us right now, yo.
I like the 76ers, yo. Don't forget about the Sixers.
Embiid is playing tough, yo.
And they're doing it on both ends of the floor, yo. They're doing it on the defensive end, man, and offensively, yo. They're cooking right now. So I feel you. I mean, look, I wouldn't say overhyped, yo. The Suns have been playing pretty good basketball. 19-10 is the record. I think, you know, they did make some moves from what they're stating here in the lines of moving Frank Kaminsky.
Actually, with 21-11.
Yeah, 21-11. Yeah.
Oh,
21-11. Yeah. I think that list you're working at is a little outdated.
How? Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, you're right. Wait, this was from 22nd. So my bad. Damn, NBA, you need to change. You need to fix your stuff. This came directly from NBA.com. That's terrible. But yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, because they only do the power rankings like once a week. That's why.
Got you.
I'm just looking at the standings though.
Yeah,
I looked at NBA ones, and then I went ahead and made my own list, like of my top 10, because I didn't agree with a lot of the shit that was on their lists. Like I got Milwaukee number 2 overall.
Milwaukee?
Like
over
I got Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Wow. I got Milwaukee number 2 overall.
I don't know about that.
Sixers over them.
I think the Sixers over Milwaukee all day.
Milwaukee. Then I got Holiday.
Yeah, then I got the Clippers, Nets, Lakers, and then I got us. Then I got Philadelphia right below us. Just because I don't know. I mean, I'm not doing it based on head to head.
Right.
I'm just doing it based on like style of play. So there's some thing here. I got Denver below them. I got Golden State, and then I got Toronto finishing top 10. That's who I had.
Okay.
NBA's is obviously different than that, but let me pull up the NBA's list.
So NBA has in the Eastern Conference, the Sixers have the best record, followed by Brooklyn. Milwaukee, Toronto is 4th. The Heat, the Knicks are 6th. Boston.
What? Wait, say that again.
The Knicks are 6th. Yeah.
Under 5, a game under 500.
Yeah, 15 and 17.
How's it feel to be semi-relevant, yo?
Not even semi, because remember the Knicks are relevant even when they're bad, so they're more than semi-relevant.
Wait till April. I'm not. Or May.
That's my thought. That's my thought on the Suns. My thought on the Suns is wait till April. Let's see if Ayton decides he wants to start smoking again. Like, oh, they made it illegal now.
Oh shit.
He sound like the dumb motherfucker that would do some shit like that. Sorry, Ayton, but you know.
The Celtics are 7th. The Pacers are 8th. The Bulls are 9th, and the Hornets are 10th. So, but and pretty much that's everybody right there, because mostly everybody else is well below, like 2 to 3 games below, you know, where you would have to even be considered in the mix or whatever. You got at that 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th spot, you got the Hawks, the Hornets, the Bulls, the Pacers. So I mean, it's a mosh pit there. From 8 to 11, the Wizards are 12 and 18. So I mean, you know, but again, they're playing good ball right now. Though the Wizards, they beat our ass. I know that they beat the smoke off of us.
They beat the Lakers too.
Man, but again, they are. You know, we're still dealing with COVID, and you know, obviously DeMar DeRozan, you know, his father passed or whatever, so he hadn't been with the team for a minute. So you know, we lost a lot of players to COVID over, and we was hot, yo. We was hot for a quick minute there, yo, and then all of a sudden COVID had to derail our shit.
Came in and dried everything up.
So
y'all fifth in the West though.
Yeah, I know. In the Western Conference, yo. Yeah, because we had that hot streak, yo, right beforehand, yo. We was at one point in time we was good, but we 6-4 over our last 10. So I mean, it hasn't been terrible, but we lost like our last 2 out of 3, I think. But Utah's number 1, the Clippers second, the Lakers third, the Suns fourth, the Spurs are 5th, Portland is 6th. Golden State is 7th, Nuggets 8th, the Mavs are at 9, and then of course you got the Grizzlies at 10th. But in that whole mix, you got Denver at 8, you got the Mavericks, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Thunder, the Kings, all the way from 8 to 13 is within a game and a half of each other for the most part. Like as far as anybody that's like kind of vying for that spot or whatever. Sacramento is the worst with 13 wins, but Denver only has 17 wins, and you know it's like it's 4-game swing from 8 to 13. So you know it's a mess. It's a mess at the bottom of the Western Conference, but. You know how that stuff goes, man. Like you said, wait till April, May, and really see how you don't get the pulse of your team until right after the All-Star break to see what kind of ball they really plan on playing for the rest of the season. You know, barring any injuries. So, so who do you think is the surprise team out of the Eastern and Western Conference?
The East for me is Charlotte.
By far. By far, I was gonna say the same shit. By far, yeah, Charlotte, yeah.
Them to be in the mix right now, 15 and 17, yo. They balling, yo. They playing ball.
Yeah. Gordon Hayward, I guess, was worth it. He's playing good. In the West,
I like
Utah.
Yeah, Utah is a surprise, but Utah. You saw them getting better though last year.
Well, no, but Utah is a playoff team. You always expect them to be in the playoffs, though. That's the thing. Even this iteration, the current iteration on Mitchell.
My surprise in the Western Conference is Golden State, yo.
They're not really much of a surprise either with the star power. With the star power they already had sitting there, it was just hurt and beat up last year. That's all. I don't think anybody expected Steph to come back injured.
Not him, but I mean, you know, again, without Klay Thompson, you know, with a rookie that, I mean, you know, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying
Wiseman is nice, man.
Yeah, man, Wiseman can ball, bro. He can ball, yo, for real. Frenchie can drive. Frenchie can drive, yo.
Word up, he's nice.
But who'd you have, Dave?
In the West, as my surprise. Mavs being out but not being in. I thought the Mavs were gonna be way better than this.
Yeah, that's my disappointing team in the West.
That's my
surprise. That's a
surprise. That's a surprise, regardless.
It's a surprise.
It could be a negative surprise. It didn't have to be a positive. Yeah.
I expected them to be 3rd, 4th in the West right now. I expected Luka to like take the blinders off and just start playing. But they seem like they're falling apart, and I didn't want to trade Kristaps. From what I heard,
who won that? Who won that Knicks trade? Who won that trade now? The Knicks and Porzingis.
Yo,
2 first-round picks out of it. We did pretty good.
Yeah, shit.
I want them to keep losing. That's better than our lottery chances. That pick is unprotected.
Oh hell yeah. Well, it looks like they ain't gonna need no help there. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know. I don't think they're that good of a team.
I'm surprised the Spurs are still here. I don't even know who the fucking Spurs have anymore.
Like
seriously, yo.
Greg Popovich
and some young
guys and 12 guys for the concession stands.
Yep.
Get down here. Teach your fundamentals.
Them young boys is playing, yo. Don't sleep on DeJounte Murray, yo. DeJounte Murray is a balling ass dude. That nigga can ball.
Yeah, he's nice.
He can ball.
That's pretty much about it. Aldridge still there?
Yeah, he is.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, seriously. DeMar DeRozan, of course, or whatever. But
DeRozan. Who left his skills in Toronto when he came over. He left his skills.
Every once in a while.
Leave the skills.
Every once in a while, he leaves his skills somewhere. But at the end of the day,
Well, you know what? You guys are in the top 10. So or top 10 in the West. Yeah, top five. So
all right. So, but never mind in the record. Who's the worst team in the league? I mean, we'll say Minnesota.
Yeah.
But you look at Houston. They lost 10 straight games. Minnesota fired the coach and hired the coach the same day. Just a mess. A mess, bro.
Yeah.
You're fired. Bring that new interview in here. See that motherfucker outside?
I got a little bit of a shocker for me. Orlando, Orlando's been bad.
Oh yeah, because Fultz got hurt.
Yeah.
He was playing good.
Sorry, Jimmy. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, right? Because when I'm looking at it now, it stops at the 6th seed because that 7 through 10 is the playing games. So all you got to do is get to that 10th seed, man. You got to.
That's it. It's a shot. That's why. Look, that's why there's a line drawn in the sand there. All you got to do is be in it to have an opportunity. I kind of like the way the NBA did that, though. It made it a lot more. Yeah. It made it very interesting in that regard. So, but anyway, we're
gonna garbage too, yo.
Huh?
Fucking Pistons are garbage too.
Oh, they're awful.
Yeah, they're trash.
they're awful.
They beat the Lakers though.
And they beat us.
They beat the Lakers.
They beat us too. They beat the Suns.
Look, any given night, man. It's basketball, so look, teams can play well for a stretch and ain't got to win, but consistency. That's why they have series instead of one and dones in the NBA, because the real team more than likely usually is going to win in the 7-game series. You're going to get the real winner of that series. The better team is going to usually advance, unless barring some injury or something of that nature. So, moving on, man. We're going to move on to our meat of the top, the meat of our show, and literally, and let's talk about steaks or meat. Period. Can we? Should it be just steak or should it be like prime rib?
I never heard of much people eating medium rare chicken, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant, but I mean types of steak or whatever, like that.
Oh yeah.
Because some of that stuff might matter as well, but temperature, obviously, as far as steaks are concerned, we had a huge discussion through a main chat that we're in, that we all participate in, and we had some pictures posted of how people prefer or how people cook their steak and how they prepare and eat it. And most of the pictures that I've seen obviously have been of the medium rare variety. So we wanted to kind of discuss it here and get, I guess, some interjection and some opinion on how we feel our steaks, we like our stuff. So ultimately, me personally, I make no bones about it. I'm a medium well type of guy. But it was funny because, and Dave was on this chat as well when one of a friend of the room, Burn Bright, who's been a guest on the show, posted on Facebook where y'all out here talking about y'all want y'all steak well done, but y'all shaking the table and shit while you cutting it and so whatever, right? So it got me to thinking, shaking the table and shit, cooking the steak. So, but anyway, but that goes to how people prepare their steak. Some people don't know how to cook, and as a result of it, I'm one of them. I don't know how to cook, but I know how to eat. So
yeah, not a steak. Not a steak.
So, but again, and I'll be honest with you, my wife, she struggles with steak. So it's not something that she's.
The crazy shit is that the best steak that I ever had in my whole life was from Mana's sister, Shauna.
Okay.
Dude, it's ridiculously easy. Like slap you in the fucking face easy. It's 7 minutes on each side, bro. That's it. I watched her do it. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, like she just like she opened my world because I'm used to cooking burgers and shit. You remember us? The hood barbecues and shit.
Burgers.
All we have is hot dogs and burgers and stupid shit. We didn't cook this grown ass sophisticated food. Like back then, you see a dude cooking a steak at a barbecue, you're like, this motherfucking nigga is a sit down dinner. Like, yo. Now I'm like, yo, where the steaks at? Yo, fuck the burgers. Where the steaks at, yo? Let me know where the steak coming off the grill. Be that as it may, medium rare. I can't do rare. I ain't gonna lie. I ate a rare steak once. It was at Nunu, Mana's brother's wedding. They had filet mignon and they had fish. So I had to do filet mignon. I asked for medium rare, but they gave me this shit rare as hell. And I ate it. I ate it because I was fucking hungry. I ate it. Whatever the fuck. And I ain't gonna lie, it tasted okay.
Right.
But it was just, yo, dude, when I every time I stabbed it with the fork, blood ran out onto my plate, yo. Like to the point where my fucking mashed potatoes that I had with it was starting to turn red. Yeah. And that kind of turned me the fuck off, yo. I don't mind seeing red in my meat, but when I stab it with the fork, whatever comes out needs to be clear. Yeah. You know what I mean? It can't be red. It's got to be clear, yo. That's the difference to me between rare and medium rare, yo. Medium rare, I think, is the best, but medium is where it starts to lose flavor, yo. That's what I found. I'll still eat a medium. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'll eat it well done. I don't give a fuck. I'll eat it well done. But medium rare is probably the best for me, yo. Also, did you ever know about this thing to tell how your steak is done? If you pinch your thumb to your pinky and you feel how tough it is, that's well. All right. The next finger up is medium well or medium rare. Oh no, medium well. The middle finger is where medium, and then rare is your pointer finger. And just squeeze the fat. And you can tell that's the same, that's how your steak will come out. So for all you well-eating motherfuckers, when you squeeze your thumb like this, that's how hard your steak is, yeah. But rare, your steak will be soft, tender like this.
Yeah, rare. It'll also be still alive.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. But I like it a little. I like my shit. He's right. Burr's right about that. I've seen people on steaks looking like this. Look at my screen, yo. I learned that lesson. Steak. So I would say definitely got to have some pink in it, because the pink is where the softness comes from. No question. And that juice, oh my God, dude.
Well, here's the thing, and please, I need you to make that reference again to what your dad, told you about steak. I need that. I need you to give me.
He always said that a good steak, if you need to eat a steak with sauce or any kind of ketchup sauce, barbecue sauce, Worcestershire sauce, is not a good steak.
Whatever. Yeah.
It ain't a good steak, no matter what.
Because what you're really trying to do is infuse that moisture back into the steak with the sauce. I'm
trying to cover the taste of this fucking car tire I'm eating by making it a ketchup flavored car tire. That's what the fuck I'm trying to do with some well steak. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's like, to me, it's like you wasted the steak. Like you burnt my shit. Mind you, yo, it's weird though. Burgers, I want them motherfuckers well.
Well done.
Burgers, steak.
But burger is different because the steak comes whole. The burger meat is like, it's ground beef. It's like ground beef. So it's not necessarily a slab of meat being cut to be put on a burger. It's ground beef kind of meshed together, isn't it? So
hold up. So you just fucked my whole head up.
Yeah, bro.
I could get a piece of filet mignon and use that as a burger, bro.
Yeah. You never had a steak burger before?
No.
You never been to Steak and Shake?
No.
I've never been there.
Oh my God, yo, bro! I have to introduce you to this Steak and Shake. You can go to Steak and Shake right now. There's one. The closest one I think is in like
Edison,
Princeton. I think it's like
Edison.
Princeton.
No, wait, Steak and Shake. Look it up. In Princeton, I gotta go there anyway. I gotta go to Ewing today.
Down like Route 1. Yeah, it's like off Route 1. It's not on Route 1. It's off Route 1 in one of these towns. I forgot. We went there one time or whatever, and yo, they only make steak burgers. They're steak burgers. They're good as hell too, bro. And of course they have shakes and stuff like that or whatever. That's the name of the place, Steak and Shake. But yo, look it up, bro. Steak and Shake. They got some good.
Yeah, I never thought of putting a steak on a burger. If I'm gonna have a steak, I want a fork, knife, and get the fuck out of my way. That's it. When it's a burger is something I can walk around with. I don't need a utensil, so I never asked like to put my utensil food on a bun. But
no doubt.
And it's crazy that 42 years of my fat ass been on this earth 42 years. I'm a master fucking chef, trained by a fucking chef, and I've never put a steak on a fucking burger bun.
I mean,
but you know what? Honestly,
possible.
though, what would go good on it? Like the moment I put a condiment on it, I'm fucking the steak up.
I mean, you treat it like a regular burger. I mean, to be honest with you, so.
See, that's kind of like a slap in the face.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can eat it without anything. You can just put the steak on a bun.
Yeah, but then that's a dry ass shit. Might as well eat a Popeye's biscuit at that.
Believe it or not, the steak is pretty moist. It's actually
but that's what I'm saying. Our bread will soak up juice off of food. I used to do that all the time. If somebody didn't want their food, too wet, I'll take a piece of bread, like a roll, cut it in half, and just use it like a sponge, and it soaks up the juice.
It does. Yeah.
So when you slap bread on a juicy ass steak, the only thing that's gonna happen is the juice is gonna get sucked out by the bread. It's like putting two sponges on your steak.
Right.
So, you know what? I rethought it. This steak burger shit is a terrible idea. I'm just keep my shit separate the rest of my life.
That sounds good. I might DoorDash that later.
Bro, because I don't know what DoorDash is. Damn, huh? Look at it, like delivery charge, $98.
How about this thing?
I got Dash Pass over 12 is free.
Oh, that's fucked up. You gotta make some dude drive 38 miles and shit. Here you go. It's just
dollar tip him.
Just $1 tip. Double tip him. He's not gonna say how much.
Hold on, I'm looking them up now to see
what's a standard 3%. Great service. I'll give him the standard 3%.
Oh shoot, I forgot I don't live over there no more.
Cheap.
Yeah, you speak.
I never had it before. That sounds good.
Yo, steak is good, bro. Where is the closest one to? I want to say that one in Princeton still got to be open. Princeton, hold on. No, is it not? It's not there no more. Nah, they might have closed that shit. Yeah,
you got my fucking taste buds salivating for some shit that I can't even get my hand.
It was in Hamilton. It was in Hamilton, New Jersey. No, West Windsor. Sorry, West Windsor Township.
Oh, that's not that far. I know.
It's permanently closed. They closed.
Damn.
It look like a lot of their locations have closed now, though.
I guess it must have not been that good.
Well, I don't think they was doing that good of business.
But a lot of people don't want to mix their steak with burger food. It's just there's two different types of food.
Yeah. So for me, medium well is acceptable for me. Now I may try medium. I've had probably medium, I'm sure, by accident. I may have asked for it a certain way and they just didn't do it right. But like I said, I can't see blood pouring out of my steak. So medium rare for me. And again, I know it starts warm there. Warm is where you're getting it at medium rare, because rare is going to be cold, right? Because you're going to get cold.
Rare, no, that's the thing. It's not. That's the thing. It's not cold. By law, this is what I learned. This is what I learned in my restaurant.
Yeah.
Not my restaurant, but the restaurant I worked at. You have to get the internal temperature to at least 165 degrees. FDA doesn't say how long it has to remain at 165 degrees.
Right.
So when we used to cook steaks, even rare steak, we had to keep sticking the meat thermometer in it until that shit hit 165. The moment that shit crossed the 165 barrier, we yank it.
Gotcha.
Because he was very strict about that shit. Very, very strict. Like he didn't want nobody getting sick at his place. So regardless of how rare somebody wanted it, sometimes, that 165, if you ain't wait for the pan to heat up correctly and you ain't do the shit correct, all right, that shit will be medium in the time it took to cook a rare on a hot pan. You know what I'm saying? Because the pan had to warm up, it's already started cooking. So
it says here the difference between those levels of doneness is temperature, color, and moisture, the content of the interior of the meat. A rare steak will be very cool, dark red, and moist in the center, almost raw. The temperature range for a rare steak is typically 120 to 130 degrees. The medium rare will have a warm red center, still very moist, have an internal temperature of about 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Now,
what the fuck? See, we used to go to 165.
I don't know if that means on the plate or from the grill or from the oven or whatever. But
I can tell you from the grill or whatever, it's always going to be much, much hotter.
Right.
Like directly from the grill, that should have melted your skin, but 5 minutes from then it'll be at the temperature we need it.
Right. So you don't get to 160 degrees.
But that does explain why when I would be done with some steak dishes and it'd be ready to go out, he would leave them to wait.
Okay.
He would just say, leave these here for a few and handle something else. I guess he was letting it cool, so I guess it seemed more rare. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, kid, because everything else is warm with the exception of rare. Rare is a cool red center. Medium rare is warm red center. Medium is warm pink center, touch of red. Medium well is warm brown with a pink center. And well done, of course, is hot brown center with no pink. So
burnt as fuck on the outside.
Well, I mean,
all taste.
Not the picture here, but yeah, but you know, again. Look, well, I stopped eating well done steaks, no question about it. Because at first I was like, I don't want no, but I want medium. Medium well is where I prefer it. But again, I've been either lucky, fortunate that I haven't had too many issues. I've had some situations where I've had to shake the table or screech the bottom of the plate. You know how you screech to the bottom of the plate with a knife.
At Friday's Applebee's steak.
Yeah, one of those
Outback steak. Outback's fucking
the classic stirring.
You have to ask for it like rare for it to come cuttable, yo.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Yo, what's your best cut of steak, yo? Mine is a flank steak. It's just flank
is cheap though.
Yo, it's so juicy, bro. It's so fucking juicy. It's the only dude.
Give me the cuts again. It's been a minute since I had steak.
You got filet mignon, which is like that the most leanest fucking meat you can get on the fucking on the what the fuck ox, whatever the fuck it comes from. Then you got flank steak. Then you got skirt steak.
Skirt. That's my joint. I like skirt.
And then you got shank steak. Then you got sirloin.
Yeah.
You got ribeye. Ribeye is another one I like. Ribeye is another one I like if it's cooked right.
T-bone, I think.
T-bone is too much. Yeah, T-bone is too much bone for me.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. It's too much. Sometimes the T-bone you get is fucking thick as shit. You be like, damn, this fucking mutant ass fucking cow. You get like 2 ounces of meat and like 8 ounces of bone.
Right. Sometimes for me, it's about where it's coming from because certain people do certain steaks better than others.
But, yeah, exactly.
So that's why it's hard to say because it could be flanked one day from this place, and it could be like sirloin, or it could be what you would call a porterhouse. It could be, depending on where. Like, who has good steaks that I've never been disappointed at? Texas Roadhouse, yo. Texas Roadhouse has great cuts of steak. I've never had a bad steak from Texas Roadhouse, and it was always juicy. And like, I don't know if they infuse those steaks or whatever, because I've always had a medium well there as well, which is probably kind of why I'm so hell bent on that, because I've never had to be.
Other than
like I ain't never had to do that, but yeah.
Yo, other than Shauna's steak, best steak I ever had anywhere, the Armory, First Amboy, bro, on the pier. Man, we used to go out there to smoke and shit.
I know. I remember. I used to go out there for other reasons too.
Oh, I know, man. Jay always bringing up some insidious shit he did.
Did you know the man was a gambling man?
Yo, their steak was fucking amazing. And I don't know if you've ever been to one of these spots, Jay. If you're a keto man, you would love this shit. Basically, you pay $30.
I know what you're talking about. Rio 22. Rio 22.
No, this is Armory. Armory did this.
Okay.
Armory, they come by with a big ass slab of fucking steak on a pole filled with mozzarella cheese sticks inside. So when they cut it, you're getting mozzarella cheese and fucking steak, banging ass fucking steak.
Well, I'm not a mozzarella cheese guy. I'm not a mozzarella stick guy anyway.
You know what they do? They take frozen mozzarella sticks. They just not even breaded, just regular mozzarella, and they cut holes into the steak and fill the steak, and they cook the steak with that shit in it, so it melts naturally.
I've had it.
So, when I tell you that the dude was giving me dirty looks because he got tired of coming back to the table, like this is in my pre oh shit, I gotta watch what the fuck I eat days.
But you live over there by Rio 22. You ever been there?
No. I heard
Rio
they got roaches.
Is that pretty much on steroids because they don't stop coming. You literally have to turn the card over and say I'm stuffed. Like they keep.
Then you know what? I'm gonna pull that motherfucker up a seat, or you sit right here. You ain't even gotta walk, dude. Just hold that shit right here.
Yeah.
And as I take it off, cut another slice, yo.
Yo, they have everything, and they come with that big ass pole, and they sit with the knife and just.
Yo, how much was that, yo? How much was it?
I think per person, because it's a buffet too, and they have a buffet that you get regular stuff too as well. It was like maybe $35-$40.
Yeah, that's like Armory. Yeah,
Real 22, right on Route 22, bro. It's close to you. Yeah, we went there like maybe one of our anniversaries. I think we did a little staycation somewhere, and we went there to eat. Because I had been there before, like maybe twice, 2 times before, bro. When I tell you, man, that the meat. Oh my God, yo, they have the meat. And the Armory too, I'm sure. Perth Amboy always fucks my head up because all I think about Perth Amboy is back in the 90s when AIDS was running wild in Amboy. I don't be messing around in Amboy like that no more. But I've done a lot of dirt in Amboy.
Yeah, me too.
Yo, done a lot of bad things.
Me too. Me too, yo.
Amboy was a
I've done some shit, and Amboy, the Amboy Police Department needs to know nothing about at this time. Just nothing. So
anyway, yeah. But yeah. So all right. So around the room, Dave, your preference on steak is
medium rare with just no seasoning, just salt.
A good place, decent place like Ruth Chris or something like that is. If it's like garbage, like Fridays at Applebee's, well done it.
Well, see,
that table shaking.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me that $12 steak. That table shaking, cuz.
I will change my preference and try to deal with medium instead of medium well. But again, like I said, it still depends on where I'm at. And like you said, Ruth Chris, yeah. And I've had Ruth Chris before, and Ruth Chris definitely has a good cut steak or whatever. Probably, and you could probably do a medium rare and maybe get away with it, most likely, and be good and be cooked correctly.
That's what I did. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go medium. You've changed me to some degree to maybe give medium a chance to at least maybe work my way down to trying a medium rare, but man, I need to know the places I need to go to get a medium rare where I'm not gonna be like, oh hell no.
Once all this COVID shit ends, all right, I'm gonna invite you and Tori and Carter to come over to Shauna's house for one of these cookouts that they have, and you try one of her steaks, yo. And, yo, that shit changed my life, yo. Yo, by the way, when he was just talking about this, he was talking about Ruth Chris and shit. The first thing when I hear Ruth Chris, all I think is just fucking money, bro. So I
didn't pay for it.
Dude, I just started looking up the most expensive steakhouse.
In America. Chris is up there.
In America, number 1 is called Cut in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's Wolfgang Puck's location. Average steak price is $117 just for the steak, bro.
Peter Luger, don't forget about Peter Luger because I'm sure that's on the list.
Number 2 is Prime, also in Las Vegas. What the fuck is steaks in Las Vegas? They don't even have farms out there.
I mean,
that's probably why. Yo. They don't have farms. Yo, sides, real quick before we leave this topic.
Yeah.
Pick 2 sides. If you're building a steak plate, you got your cut, you got your cooked to you where you want it. Pick 2 sides, yo. 2 sides go along with it. Yo, you got to go to this place on 22 called Grillstone, yo.
I seen Grill. I pass by there all the time. Yeah, Grillstone.
Yes, yo, the mashed potatoes they have are like. It's like they take a whole potato, skin and all, and just mash that motherfucker with the skin and everything, yo.
I'm not mad at that.
Yo, they put seasonings, all types of, yo, this is the best mashed potatoes I ever ate. Like, I kind of want to go back there just for more mashed potatoes, yo. But I feel I look like a fat bastard if I walk in there and be like, I have 5 pounds of your mashed potatoes. You feel like a fat fuck. Like that's all you want to eat. But, yo, their potatoes is good. And on my steak, I know I said nothing's supposed to go with it, but this doesn't really count as a condiment. But if I had my steak cooked the way I want it, medium rare, just salt. I don't want no crazy ass, none of that bullshit seasoning, just salt. Put a dab of butter right on top and just let that shit melt on top.
Butter is always awesome.
And now I have to go mashed potatoes and I have to go baked mac and cheese. So you give me baked mac and cheese, steak, mashed potatoes, yo.
Yeah, garlic mash.
Mad starch.
Done. I don't give a shit. Done. I'm done. I'm out on the couch. Like, you know.
Garlic mash for me, definitely. Garlic mash for me, and string beans with bacon bits.
Yeah, I was gonna say green.
I never had that before.
Green beans or green beans? Green beans and bacon bits. Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah. Green beans is actually one of the greens that I actually could eat.
Yeah, I love string beans, and when they're nice and oh my god, when they're seasoned correctly or whatever,
when they're done right. Yeah.
When they're done right, man. Oh man, and you throw some bacon bits on top of them string beans, it's a wrap, bro.
I never had that. That sounds
good. It's a wrap, bro. My wife does it all the time, yo, with the bacon bits, yo. Oh my god, yo. It's easy as hell because all you gotta do is just put the bacon bits, you know, like the Oscar Mayer bacon bits you can buy in the store off the shelf. Those bacon bits, but they're real. It's real bits of bacon. It's not that fake shit. But yeah, those are my two sides for sure. I love macaroni and cheese, but I can have that with anything. I don't necessarily need it with my steak, but definitely garlic mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
garlic
mashed potatoes
is a must. Is a must. All right, so we're gonna leave this one alone, man, and move on to the hood's approach to tax season. Woo. Yo, everybody, let me tell you something now. All right, I have my own personal side business that I do on the side outside of my regular 9-to-5 job. And in that business, let me tell you something. You know when people have been hit with the stimulus check, you know when people have gotten their taxes done, you know when people have when you know who's on government assistance because things get paid or get taken care of anywhere around that first of the month time frame with government assistance. Obviously, you know, first of the month is everybody get their check and all that stuff or whatever, right? But those people who have that, and God bless them, I ain't mad at them. Money is money. But you know when people have gotten paid and gotten things done. You know, you can just tell because people act different. They do things differently when they know they got a little money in their pocket or whatever, some extra money they wasn't expecting or not expecting, but that they don't normally have throughout the year. Tax season is upon us, obviously, as we move into, you know, March and April, obviously, which I think the last day of tax is what, April 15th, usually 14th, 15th, somewhere around.
Well, it got moved up. I think it got moved up this year.
Oh, because of the pandemic. Yeah. So whatever the situation is or whatever, you know what
April 15th.
The end of January, everybody be on tweak alert for they 1040.
Where's my W2?
Where's my W2?
Where's my W2?
Yo, the hood. Now, me personally, I'll just let you know, I don't care because at the end of the day, I owe the government like 20 grand. Sorry, IRS, I owe y'all money, and you're never gonna get it.
Not that much, but I owe them.
So. You're never gonna get that money, so I'll be dead.
You should say that on here.
Yo, I'm letting you know. It is what it is. You're never. I mean, no, I'm sorry. You're gonna get your money.
Jason Skirts, Lord. That's the 3 of the Chamber podcast.
You know what Jay-Z says? Streets is watching, bro.
The streets is watching, but let me tell you something. The IRS is gonna get that money like a slow drip in a bad fall.
That's how I'm giving it to him.
Hold up, Jay. I'm waiting for the doorbell to ring at your house with the IRS outside. We're speaking to you about your taxes.
Never gonna get it. 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 Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. So anyway, listen, y'all did me dirty. I was on a game show like 12 years ago, and as a result of it, y'all sent me the whole check. I didn't know I was supposed to pay the taxes. So I didn't, and now IRS hit me with a bill saying, "Oh, you owe us like 15." At the time, it was like $12,000 or something. I was like, "Huh? What? Huh? I spent the money. My ex took the rest of it, stole it, stole it from me."
She stole the part y'all worried about.
yeah, for real. Yeah. You gotta send that bill to her house.
The part I was supposed to go pay the taxes, she took.
You got to send that bill to her house. I ain't got it. Man. I ain't got it. So anyway, the way the hood, I don't know if you've noticed any difference in people, how they act a little extra and bougie and everything, like they got a little money. You know, when their taxes get done, they want to ball out. You see them everywhere on Instagram and everything, taking pictures like, they on vacation. Everything broke in the next week and a half. Week and a half later, they ain't got no money.
Yo, you know the broke people at your job when they start asking right after January 1st, what do you think we get W-2?
When can we expect our W-2?
What do you think we get our W-2? I'm thinking it was January 2nd,
I gotta send you your dough. God.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, so I'm telling you, like they be on it, bro. They be on it. So I just wanted to kind of just touch on that a little bit. I know me personally, I don't know if I've ever. I've always done my taxes, in February. Like I did them just now, but I'm getting nothing back. I ain't getting no money back. I'll get a few $100s back, and mainly everything else goes. I have an awesome tax lady who does my taxes amazingly. So shout out to her. I ain't gonna put her business out there in the street, but she does our taxes and she gets us back a ton of money every year. I don't know how she do it. I don't ask her questions or whatever. I just let her do her job. But I've been fortunate to have her who hides a lot of stuff because I claim exempt. I don't even get federal taken out of my out of my checks ever. Period anymore.
Why? What is your exempt reason?
Because I want more money.
No. I mean, like, what's the reason you put on the taxes?
No reason. I just claim exempt. I don't have to put a reason. It doesn't give you. You don't have to have a reason to claim exempt. You can just claim exempt.
Yeah, but you got to pay those taxes at the end of the year with a 1099.
No, I don't. I absolutely don't, and I have not for the last.
So hold the fuck up, Jay. So you telling me literally you just pay no taxes and nobody fucks with you?
No, I pay the taxes at the end of the year. They get written off or whatever. They get written off. I can hide them in my other business. I more or less can. She hides all of that stuff. She does all of that. So she handles it. And now that we bought a house or whatever, we're gonna get even more money back now. From that. But no, it's crazy how she makes magic. Never been audited, never had any issues. And I've been using her and another girl before her for the last like 10 or 11 years or whatever. My bill has been the same. I've been owing that $15,000 to the IRS since 2010. Seriously, I've been owing that money since 2010, and they've gotten a trickle down effect of it from whatever has been hidden. Because anytime I do get a return, which is why I claim exempt, because I know I ain't getting nothing back at the end of the year anyway. So even if I did claim and have them take federal taxes out of my check, I'm not getting that back at the end of the year. It's going to pay that debt. Like IRS they send me a thank you notice every time I get my taxes done, and whatever little amount that she does actually able to get me, she sends it. The IRS sends it back and says, "Hey, thanks for this $250 or $300 that you would have gotten back. It goes towards your debt that you owe us from 2010." Okay, whatever.
But then they just keep adding interest on it.
I don't even know if they do.
Because if the bill doesn't change, they got to add interest on it. So if the bill doesn't change, basically what you're doing is just paying the interest with your returns.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. That's why I said they're never going to get it. They're never going to get it.
Jay, Al Capone used to say this shit, all right? Okay. Al Capone used to be like, fuck the government. Fuck the taxes. Jay, man, you better. Jay, I hope you got some emergency. Oh shit! I was just kidding. Here, take this money.
No, I do.
I'm just fucking with you. I say I love you. So. Just kidding.
Hey,
Ready for those cuffs.
May Alan Thicke rest in peace, man. But he told me, man, the IRS don't start looking into you at $20,000. They got bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yo, I'd be afraid they're gonna order me over $12 this shit. Sorry, but that $12 with interest, penalties, and tax comes to $18,760.
I can't let the IRS.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Hello, IRS.
Oh.
Hello, IRS.
Wrong number.
Wrong number.
No, you're looking for Jason Scurry. Sorry.
Hey! Yo, you just gonna put my own government out there? Disrespectful. Nah, so, listen.
Just trust me, IRS know who you is.
Yeah, I know they do. They know everything about me. Trust me.
They probably sitting there right now, like, boss, I ain't gonna get Jason down. No, let him think about a little longer.
Let him stew. Let him
stew a little bit. Let's give him a good false sense of security.
We'll get him
at Great Adventure when it reopens. He'll be walking out like Cuba Gooding Jr. was when he was arrested.
Yeah, like Bumpy Johnson did in American Gangster and shit.
Motherfucker get around walk.
Yo,
but I mean, because of COVID, that might have give you a little bit of breathing room though.
It's possible, but I mean, again, how much breathing room
some
do I
of
need?
the IRS collection agents had to have died.
Yeah.
Right now, they just got a new training class in, so you know.
How much breathing room do I really need at this point in time? Because I've been avoiding this debt since 2010. So I mean, at this point, it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, it's not like they're not getting something; they just ain't getting anywhere near the amount. And they sent me, they send notifications every maybe once a year or something like that or whatever. I'll get something for one part of it, the other part, I'll be like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yo, when you die, they're gonna come and take you out of your casket. Just take your casket,
run your pockets.
I'm gonna make sure they bury me with that money too. Yeah,
this casket got to be worth about $6,000.
What do you say? I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna get that money, Jake.
Remember wrestling when Big Boss Man stole Big the casket?
Yeah.
What fucking fake shit?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Yo, remember Big Boss Man cooked Alsto's dog? I had pepper sticks.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Oh my god.
My daddy.
Yeah. So anyway,
that was nuts.
Anything else we got on the docket, man? That's pretty much our show for today, man. We ain't got too much else to
yo, I do want to say one thing about this tax shit, man. So gone are the days when I was like 18, 19, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm getting like $380 left.
Like, I remember that.
Right? You remember that shit like that?
Yeah, I remember that.
You was gonna go ball.
What?
Now I actually asked to have more money withheld from my check, so I can get this big check, so I can take care of all the ass kicking life took care. Like my whole check is gone already.
Yeah,
I gotta put that shit into my car. I'm getting a fucking oil change, wrap flush, coolant flush, 4 new tires, alignment. Like, yo, I gotta put that shit.
Let's talk about
I'm like, yo, it's all gone, yo.
Let's talk about that.
Yo, dude, I don't even think I'm gonna have like $100 something to do anything for myself, yo.
I very rarely have anything to do anything for me. Everything goes into this house or into, investing into business stuff or whatever. Like, it's really not about me. It's just about trying to sustain and continue to move forward. But like, my check, and we're getting probably a huge refund. You want to know where that refund is going? It's going out there in that yard, yo, because we're getting a fence so that way Coco can go about her business and not run off because our property isn't fenced in. So we're
make sure you get one that specializes in dog fencing, man, because dogs will find a fucking way. My dog dug underneath. Yeah, my dog dug underneath the fence, yo. Yeah. And I never knew. That motherfucker had a nice little U-shaped curve right in the corner, and he motherfucker smart enough to put sticks and shit near it to keep it disguised, yo.
Our next door neighbor did that to their fence next door. They have a fence next door, and I can see it right from here where there's a little spot that she dug in. She's a smaller. I mean, he's a smaller dog though, but Coco can't get through that hole. So
yeah. So unless you ain't never chased Coco down the street, Coco, come here, Coco.
Yeah.
Like unless you ain't never chased Coco down the street, good luck, yo.
Yeah, seriously. But that's where that money's going. And you want to know how much it costs to fence in this property? Damn near $9,000, yo.
$9,000 electric fence
for a fence. No, it's
retinal scanners and shit on it.
A regular fucking, I think like 40 some odd panels, 6-foot privacy fence or whatever. Like, yo, it's literally like almost 10 grand. It's
yo, you want to know some cheap shit we did? Yo?
What?
So you know how our house is set up. I think you've been in our backyard for maybe.
I don't think I ever been in your backyard though. I don't think I ever been in the backyard.
So anyway, maybe I could take y'all over there. I can't take y'all over there. What the fuck am I doing? So peep this shit, right? This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna laugh. This is straight. This is the most cheapest shit ever. So if you look out in the backyard. So we look out in the backyard right now. That big ass ocean out there. That's my backyard. Oh, so you see the white. So you see the white fence that runs along the side.
Yeah.
Right. So this neighbor put that white fence up over there around the yard. Right.
Right.
But our fence was all jacked up. Our fence had the most beatest fucking fence you ever seen. It was like beat down wire. You couldn't even tell bush from fence.
Yeah.
So if you look over here, when these people moved in, they put this wooden fence up. That wooden slat fence right there.
Yeah.
Yo, we hired a dude to come over and know which one it is, which wood slat that was. And then he went to Home Depot and just got a little bit of wood slat to cover just the back. So because them two neighbors,
I know where he's going.
They had them two neighbors paid to have their shit done. You know how much it cost me to fence in my yard?
Yeah.
You know what it cost me? $350 with labor, bro.
Yep.
Like we was out there doing it ourselves too. You know, we were out there like digging the holes and posts and putting the shit in. But this dude, he just knew how to build fence. So this motherfucker's like, dum, 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 dum. Yo, he knocked that shit out in like 2 hours. Yeah. And the neighbors were mad as hell because they were like, oh, it looks like you got a whole new fence around your yard.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all died.
Well, here's the thing. Like, there's supposed to be like, and I've heard about this because we talked about it too, because our neighbor on this side of us has a fence. It's not a great looking fence or whatever, so we're just gonna fence it all the way around. But there's like neighbor etiquette, and in that etiquette, technically you're supposed to ask permission if it's okay for us to use your fence, you know, to finish our fence or whatever. If you know if their fence is there technically before yours is or whatever. We're not doing that.
What is this neighbor? What is this neighbor?
No, it's for real. Like you're really supposed to technically ask, say, hey, you know, listen, you guys have a fence up. We're just going to add to ours or whatever, if that's okay with you or whatever, and ask permission to say it's okay for them for you to use their fence, because technically that's their property at that point in time or whatever. But ultimately, you know, yeah, I get it. I would have done it. Look, you got two people on both sides of you that both got fences. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna cover the back end of my property, and that's gonna be my fence. You know, I mean, y'all fence is my fence now.
Right. Yeah, I ain't asking nobody's shit.
No, but that's technically how you.
You know what I'm gonna say? Any neighbor that fucking comes up to me, you know what I'm gonna fucking say?
What?
I'm sorry. Did you ask permission to build your motherfucking fence?
Well, they have to. Yes, they built it on their property line. So what you're doing now? Their property line, you've now impeded on that because now you're technically up against their property line, because there is a split. Because there's a split. There is. If you look at the property line.
Oh yeah, zoning laws. Yeah.
Yeah, the zoning laws or whatever say you're on their property.
They're supposed to put their fence up to the point where their property ends.
Correct.
Like there's not supposed to be any section of their property on my side of the fence.
Right.
So wherever they decided to put that fence, that's where they fucking drew that line. I ain't draw that fucking line, so fuck them. If you want to build that fence for me, be my guest.
Well, but don't those fences have to touch?
Like think about no, they don't have to touch. Think about it. You have the border between Canada and the U.S. Mexico don't build a wall too. Every time we build a wall, they'll build a wall the other side. No. Mexico's like, fuck you, U.S. You pay for it. You pay for it. Like Canada, same shit. There's only one border. So with yards, there's only really one fence. There's no point in putting two fences side by side next to each other like this. What the fucking point of that? Any neighbor out there who wants me to do this or come ask permission to suck my, you know what? Because I ain't asking shit. Sorry.
Nah, well, listen, I think I like the way our fence will look better than I like our neighbor's fence, because their fence is a little old and dated.
Let me ask you a question, though. Yeah? Let me ask you a question. Would you feel offended? You're a homeowner. Would you feel offended if the neighbor went and finished it and got the same type of fence you did to finish his yard?
No, I wouldn't
against
care.
Yours?
I wouldn't care,
right?
No.
Oh, fucking etiquette. Fucking etiquette. They kiss my ass.
I'm just saying it is etiquette. It does exist.
Who told you about this etiquette? Who told you about this etiquette? Probably some stuck-up ass
other homeowners. Right?
Yeah,
other homeowners.
Stuck-up ass white people, right?
I don't even remember who it was. They might have been white though.
You live in Alpha.
It's possible.
I know where you live. You know, literally, they changed the sign when you moved in. They were like, population 2 black people.
Oh shit.
3 black people. Sorry, Carter.
Damn.
I see where you live. I see where you live, man.
3.5, yo. 3.5 when Javon is here.
Yeah, Coco. They count Coco as black too. Look at that.
Yeah, she is cinnamon. So
it's not a Labrador, so they white.
I can't.
It's not a Labrador. They a white dog.
It's been real, fellas, man. We're gonna get up out of here, yo. We'll try to do better the next time, but got a lot of good stuff coming. Hey, man, I'm excited about the future, man. Renaissance Podcast Network. Obviously, we're gonna be on. We're gonna definitely be putting more content and more clips and stuff like that up on Instagram, and start doing some of that to kind of bring in more audience and things of that nature. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man, for the time you have. We're 21 episodes in now, man. Like, yo, it's crazy, bro. We're moving along, man. We're moving along, and like we appreciate y'all, man. Taking a little bit of time to ride with us. So, Have a good one, man. Appreciate y'all. We'll talk to y'all the next one.
Later.